Hi guys, this is Lex Paranormal. Not a video I wanted to make. Haven't seen much of this in the paranormal community. I don't know how far wide this has reached at the moment, but I just want to have my throw in my 2 cents here, and it's regarding the movement of the not all men and not all men but all women. And firstly, I want to put my thoughts out to the family and friends and everyone who knew Sarah Everard. Tragically was taken from the world by a police officer and has been reported all over the UK, so my heart goes out to you guys. This shouldn't have happened in the first place, and the movement that's sparked because of this has really shown a lot of people in the worst possible light. I partly am ashamed of being a male in terms of how a lot of men have responded to this movement online. It's the same way that people reacted to the Black Lives Matter movement. You know, all lives matter. Yeah, well, yeah, they don't until Black lives do. That's the point. And it's the same here. Yeah, it's not all men, but it is all women that have to deal with misogynistic, sexist, stupid remarks, sexual assaults more than men, and you know, more likely to be victims of a sexual crime than we are. And it's ridiculous that men are offended by this movement. I'm not offended by it. I stand with it, and I'm ashamed, and I'm wanting to come here. I touched on this on Parachill's live show reaction, which went out earlier today, and I did say a thing at the end that we have a responsibility as men to be accountable for what we do, how we act, and what we say. And we also have a duty to keep an eye on what our friends and people that we know are saying and acting like. I'm not a saint. I have a dark sense of humour that sometimes has been really bad, and I don't realise the impact that has on people. And I'm seeing how this has happened and the importance of our behaviour and how it can be reflected and how we can judge future actions based on that. Yeah, I apologise for any offence I've caused with some of the humour I've said in the past. But now's the time to act. Everyone who is jumping on and saying, "Oh, it's not me, I've never done it." Yeah, you haven't, but you know someone who has. You know someone who will, and that's the problem. We can prevent this before it even happens. It shouldn't be about teaching girls how not to get raped. You know, that's ridiculous. But things have to change, and it starts with us. It starts with men. We need to take responsibility. We need to keep an eye on our boys, everyone that we know, and we have to step in when their behaviour is out of order. There's no more standing in the shadows and, well, as long as it doesn't affect me, I'm not doing it, so it's fine. It's not fine. Because I know how you're going to react if it's your sister, your best friend, or a family member, another family member. If it happens to them, you're going to be guns blazing. But you're excusing that behaviour for other people that you may or may not know. And it stops. I'm gonna keep an eye on everybody, and I hope someone's keeping an eye on the way I act. Step in and tell me when I've crossed the line, because I get that sometimes humor's subjective, and but you can cross the line, and there are certain things you shouldn't mess around with. And you know, I expect someone to jump in and tell me to shut the fuck up and be respectful. And I just need to say this. I want, everyone stop posting this not all men nonsense online. You are stupid, selfish, ridiculous, and have no idea what's going on, and you are one of the biggest parts of the problem. We owe it to every lady in our lives. We all have mothers, some of us have sisters, we have cousins, best friends, co-workers, whatever, partners, and this happens to them every day, and you don't want to step in and solve it. Now's the time to solve it. It starts with us. The buck stops with us. We need to stop this stupid way of looking at that situation and stop excusing it, and stop jumping down the throats of women who are speaking up about this kind of stuff because it offends us. Yes, we know men get attacked by other men, but you don't go nuts on it online until a woman is brave enough to come forward and say it's happened to them, and then you decide to use it to enforce the equality of the action. It doesn't work that way. If you want to make your own movement because you've been jumped by men on nights out and you're a bloke, fine, start a movement, but don't do it off the back of a tragedy that has sparked women everywhere to come forward with their own stories. If you click on the hashtag NotAllMenButAllWomen and read some of these stories, they're horrible. And I've seen ones, there are girls younger than 12 who are reporting this stuff. And I don't know how that makes you feel, but it makes me sick to my stomach. And it's not a good time to be a man, but it's an even worse time to be a woman. Because if people like men like that are defending the action or hiding in the bushes, burying their heads in the sand, this problem is never going to go away. It's never going to get better, and women will never feel safe. So I urge everyone, do your part, stop posting this bullshit, stand by your fellow ladies, protect them, and watch out for your friends and strangers' actions. Intervene when you have to. It's our moral obligation to make sure that they are safe and protected. And that's all I'm going to say on the matter. Thank you very much.